All right, Coach. Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans.
Second set. 19. Come, baby. Woo!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Set. 18. 59.
From the 41, Watson caught. It's Huff. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Huff trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Comes to me, it's me.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set. I got one. 59. Slam. Get the boy down, he's coming.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Special! I'll go special! Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the 27, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Texans take over. We play to win. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shoot. 14. Run it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down, Seattle.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Fight. 41's the mic. Down to lose one. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Come on, D. Watch out. Alert.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Check, 41. No chance. Hey, 0. Check 13. 41.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Just like that. Just like that.
49, check 49, check 49.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Alert!
Throw right side complete to Carter. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Slam, slam, 85. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the 1st half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have to hook up to QT. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Huff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 47-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 10-yard line. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
On first and 10, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Flush to his, and this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Check 50.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Check 41. Good track. Hey. 41. Go. Here we go. 41's coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up second and 7 at the Texans' 8-yard line.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On second down now. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And they have regained the lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 42-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They run the counter. Sapp. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Right here, 41 Mike. Get him, get him, get him. 41 to Mike. Gun. Check 41. Okay, double. 41 to Mike.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Kill. Block that.
They start the drive with Cook. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go, 14. Check nickel. Check 3. Let's go. Come on. Whip. Watch the whip. One left. Tempo.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down.
Don't say nothing.
On third down, Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
You must be dreaming. Alert.
You got 4. Alert, flat.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Watson now to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
54. 9. Hey, watch the slip. Go.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, Huff. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch, tweak.
From the red zone now, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tighten up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch twist. Alert. 25. Check 25. Check 29. 26.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. And that's complete to Huff. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be fourth down. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
41's coming. 41's ball. Here we go. Watch the pass. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Mike 41, we've got to wedge that. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 19.
Go. Switch.
Now Cook. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Check it backer, check it backer. Check 4, check 4. Switch. Check down and go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huff. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Squeeze, double alert.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Switch.
On 1st down, Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I'm going back to you.
24. Go. Check Mike 99.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check Mike 99. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Set, 19. 59.
On second down now, Huff. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Watch 16. He likes to go for the sideline. Single. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Mike 3. Focus, defense, focus.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist.
One last throw here for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second Overtime, and his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 34. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Check 26, check 26. 25, 25. Good.
A toss to Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you.